Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Kupo. I'm back. Wanted to talk to you guys today about what I feel is the best weapon in the game, and I want to talk to you about the best progression that I believe to make your character strong enough to finish all the quests, kill all the mobs as you go through the game, and then once you hit level 25 to really start farming and maxing your stats if you really want to. So that being said, don't burn me at the stake here, guys. It's possible there could be a better weapon out there. We just haven't seen it yet, but the Warbow, in my opinion, is the best weapon in the game. It's the best weapon. I've enjoyed it the most. And let me show you why. So here's the Warbow. 120 points of damage. I feel like that's the highest damage I've seen. I think one of the rifles, Mortal Beam, does 106. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the highest damage that you'll get is 120. So that being said, the first version of the bow is just the Warbow, and it takes 53 dexterity, 34 strength, and you're going to get 60 damage. So when can you put this on? You can put this on, I'd say, by like level 9. If you use all your attributes point towards dexterity and strength. By level 9, you should have this weapon equipped. Also, you can equip it even earlier if you go ahead and get the, let's say, the strength. You can get a plus 10 strength ring, or you can get a plus 10 dexterity ring. You know, increase your stats a little bit. You can get an amulet that'll give you like plus 5. Like get the dual skill amulet, plus 5 strength, plus 5 dexterity. You might not have those things quite by level 9, but eventually you'll get those things. So you can equip these weapons even earlier. So Warbow, I would put my attributes towards just getting the Warbow. So where do you get the Warbow? Well, let me show you. Here we are at the small camp. This is the very first little camp you go to at the very start of the game. And there's a Warbow just sitting here on a log. So let me show you guys. It might be this log, but I think it's this log. Right here, there's going to be a Warbow sitting here and a bunch of arrows. So you can just go on over here, pick this up. There's going to be a troll here, but the troll will pat over to here and sit down. You can just make sure you walk in from the back, maybe use sneak. You can just grab this bow, no problems. Grab the bow, and then run back to safety. And bam, you got your Warbow, right? You don't have to worry about buying it or anything. So once you got your Warbow, you're gonna want to upgrade it as soon as possible. So if we go back over here, like we can craft.
Some things are better off buried.
So let's take a look at the Warbow and see what it takes to upgrade it. So Warbow.
There were millions of people on this planet using technology that is lost to us now.
Okay, that's interesting, NPC.
There's talk and there's facts. You should learn the difference.
Okay, so we're looking at 4 mana, 25 bone. And you're gonna get 79 damage. It's gonna take 64 dexterity and 41 strength. So that's really easy to get. And also, once you get a little bit higher into the Berserkers, if you choose that route, you can actually buy the Warbows from this NPC over here. So he should sell me the Warbow 2. And if you look at the Warbow 2, 100 points of damage for, what's this, 71 dexterity, 48 strength. So as you can see, this is a really good progression of the weapon. And then I showed you the one I have equipped is 120 damage. So that being said, let's talk about the attribute points. Like I said, first thing you want to do, get your strength and dexterity up. Enough to equip the Warbow. Then you're going to want to upgrade the Warbow. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have... Let's see, where's crafting? Crafting. Modify weapons. So get the attribute points needed next for modify weapons. Once you have that, you want to start working on getting the Warbow 1. So before you craft the Warbow 1, you want to make sure you can equip it. So make sure you have enough attribute points to put the Warbow 1 on, which I think you can put on by like level 14-ish. Right? So enough attributes for that. And then I would try to then work on Warbow 2, right? So make sure you have enough attributes for Warbow 2. So obviously you're going to have to do some quests and all that goodness. And then you'll have that Warbow 2 on. That'll give you 100 points of damage. So at that point, You could go for Warbow 3 if you want. It's quite a bit of points. But what I would do is I would work on the animal training, animal trophies. So then you'll start progressing into intelligence, because intelligence and dexterity will give you animal trophies. And it also gives you ranged weapons. So level 2 Warbow, start working on intelligence attribute so that you get the ranged weapon skill, and you can also get the animal trophies skill. This way you're going to make a ton of money and you're going to do a ton of damage. Warbow 2 is going to kill everything in this game. It's going to break the armor barriers. You can beat the trolls. Anything. Nothing's going to stand in your way with that Warbow 2. So that's kind of what I feel is the best progression path. Also, what I would like to say is once you hit level 25, that's when the big spawns come out. So at level 24, the highest spawn you're going to get is a pack leader, which is like the raptor. Once you hit level 25, you'll see trolls and nightshades. So those are where the money's at. You kill a troll, you get like 30-something teeth, a troll heart, just tons and tons of loot that you can sell, make tons of money. You start spawning the really high-level mutants that'll drop you 6 natural Elex each, so you can start maxing your stats. I really wouldn't focus on farming until level 25. You're going to really boost your gameplay if you just keep doing your quests till level 25. If you follow my progression path, if you get the Warbow, you can kill all the monsters in your way, and no problems. And you'll get a little bit of loot that way, even though you don't have animal trophies yet. And like I said, once you get up to level 25, that's when you get the animal trophies, and you'll start really making money really fast. And you'll start being able to max those stats. So, in recap, real quick, guys, start out with a cultivator bow right at the start of the game. Go pick up the Warbow at the small camp. Put your attributes straight towards the Warbow. Put your attributes towards getting... Where is it? Modify weapons so that you can upgrade the Warbow. And then you want to start putting your attributes so you have enough to equip the Warbow 1. And then you want to craft the Warbow 1 as soon as you can. Right? And then you want to try to do the same thing with getting the Warbow 2. You want to craft the Warbow 2, but make sure you have enough attributes. And then once you have the Warbow 2, that's when I would suggest working on intelligence. You can level ranged weapons with intelligence and dexterity. And also the intelligence is also going to get you the animal trophies skill right here. So you want to max animal trophies, max the ranged weapons, max ranged weapons, and then at that point I would work on getting Warbow 3. And hopefully by then you're about level 25, and you can equip all this stuff and you'll start maxing your stats, getting rich. So yeah, so there it is. That's what I think the best weapon is. That's what I think the best progression path is. That's I feel this is the best way. I could be wrong. This is just my opinion, and somebody might come out with something better. So don't hold me too much to it. I just wanted to share it, try to be as helpful as I can to you guys to show you what I've done. And yeah, so this way you completely get rid of melee combat, which is fun. I like melee combat, so if you like it, go ahead, knock yourself out, get a melee weapon. The game's a blast, guys, however you want to play it. But you can take that whole part of the game away, just use the ranged weapon, get a bunch of arrows, and the game becomes very, very easy with this Warbow. So, I hope this is helpful, guys. Sorry, this is kind of a long one. I just really wanted to get this information out, hopefully help some of my subscribers. And with that being said, I hope this was helpful, and like always, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.